Hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Julia here from English Prep Class. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. In today's video, I'll just go straight to the point. I'm going to be talking about, does the PTE center you choose matter? Yes, capital letter YES. Yes, it does matter. This is because there are some centers in some countries that are known to have certain issues, while there are some centers that people believe that once you write your exam there, you must surely get a high score. So today in this video, I'll be telling you why I believe that the center you choose to write your PTE exam is very, very important. I'm just going to be talking about certain points I'll be raising that makes me believe that the center where you choose to write your PTE exam is very, very important. Now, before you go about choosing any center, well, just ask around, ask some questions, ask some people around, or go to the internet and just do a random search on centers and reviews about those centers. This is because there are certain reviews you can get about a particular center that might discourage you, while there are some certain reviews you can get about other centers that may encourage you. Now, I'm from Nigeria. When I first wrote the PTE, the city where I used to live in didn't have a PTE center. This is because PTE is not a very popular exam compared to the IELTS or the TOEFL IBT. Yeah. So in my city, Port Harcourt, River State, they didn't have a center. They used to have, but it was closed down. So they didn't have at this particular time. I had to go to another city. So I had three choices. Either I go to Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, or Kaduna, Nigeria. So I thought about Lagos, Nigeria. It's a very, very busy city in Nigeria. I made my choice of going to Abuja. And guess what? I was the only student in that hall that day. And I wrote my exam and I got my result in 2 days and I actually passed. Now, one of the things why I liked that center for was it was very quiet. There were not too many people. Even the test officials were not too many, So I just wrote the exam. There was nobody that was making noise or distracting me with their noise. So I just finished my exam in good faith and I left. So I passed. So most times when I recommend centers to people, I'm like, oh, why not just try Abuja, Nigeria? I mean, I have students that have gone to that center in Abuja. They wrote their exams and they passed. Okay, so centers really matter because as a tutor, I have gotten feedback from my students on how they went with some centers and those centers messed them up big time. I'm going to be raising some points. The first point here I'll be raising will be old computers and stiff mouse. Now, some PTE centers still have old computers. Now, this is not the fault of PTE because I think people get this on contract to use centers, their centers for the exam. So when people fail to upgrade their computers, they leave test takers with old computers and stiff mouses. I mean, I've heard people say they went to write the exam and in the middle of the exam, their mouse stopped moving. Oh my God, that's so scary. And sometimes even when they keep raising their hands, nobody comes to their rescue immediately, But I know I had a student sometime about 2 years ago here in Australia. He said he had the same problem, but he raised his hand and an official came, stopped the exam at that point for him until they rectified the problem. Okay, or they moved into another computer. So when we still have old computers and stiff mouse, you will surely encounter problem in your PTE exam. Faulty headset is point number 2. Now you ask me, Julia, what is faulty headsets? Now some headsets are faulty in the sense that when you speak, your voice doesn't come out so clearly or it doesn't even pick your voice. So this is very important. While you start the exam, you're given small opportunity for you to read something and play it back to yourself. That's an opportunity for you to test if this headset is working or it's not working. So it's very important you take note of this. When they tell you to test your headset and other things, please ensure you do that. Do not say, oh, don't bother me, I know it's working. No, there's a possibility that your headset isn't working. So ensure you test your headset. If you have a problem with the headset, you can raise your hand and the examiner comes and checks your headset. Either they give you a new one or they move you to another computer or they try to fix it. So faulty headset is the second problem of any test center. Point number 3 will be mean exam officials. I didn't say that, okay? Now, people have told me that they've been to some test centers and the exam administrator or test administrator they met there was really mean to them. Oh, that's so unfair. I mean, somebody will pay 385 Australian dollars to go write the PTE only for them to be faced with a mean exam official. That's so wrong. That's not good. So please try and make these inquiries before you go there. Some examiners might be mean to you and that will ruin your day. So try to check out look at reviews of any PTE center you want to go to or you want to use for your exam and find out what people have got to say about those centers. These are very essential points I'm raising. You must take them seriously. The next point I want to raise is crowded or noisy exam centers. Some centers are known to be overtly crowded, like some centers in Sydney, Australia, okay, and I think another center in Lagos, Nigeria. Those centers are really known to be noisy, and in India they have really a lot of noisy centers there. So you'll be asking me, how does it affect the exam? Now I know that the microphone is supposed to have a noise control kind of stuff in it, but sometimes when people are talking at the same time are very loud voices, for me I won't be comfortable in those kind of centers. So I try to write exams where I know there are not a lot of noise, there won't be too many people in that center. That's my person. Because if I go to a crowded center, I'll be distracted. I'll not even be comfortable writing my exam there. So think wisely before you choose crowded exam center so that you do well in your exam. The last point on my list today is faulty marker, or no ink in the marker, or no marker ink. Anyhow you want to put it, but I'm very clear you understand what I'm saying. Now, people have told me they've gone to write the exam, and when it was time for them to start taking down notes on their erasable notepad that was provided for them using the marker, they found out that the marker wasn't working. So most times I tell my students, when you get into the exam hall, check out the marker if it's working. If it's not working, if it's not writing clearly, please tell the examiner to change it for you, because there's no time to waste. This can destabilize you in the exam, and you start fretting. Especially if you don't know, you can raise your hand and get the attention of the exam administrator. Now, if you have written this exam before and you have other things you know about exam centers, please leave it in the comment section and everybody will be sure to learn from you. This brings me to the end of this video. Now, these things I have listed are not exhaustive. These are the ones I could come up with. If you know you have done the Pearson test of English exam before and you've experienced certain things that were not so good in your exam center, please drop your comment in the comment section and I'll see it, and every other person that comes across this video will watch this video. And if you think that what I'm saying is not right, you can put your comment as well. I mean, yeah, means your center is working, so people can come to your center. Tell us the center you have tried before and give your review, your own review about those centers. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to give me a like here, a thumbs up on this video, because I mean we are learning here. And then remember to super thanks your girl. There's a super thanks button there. And remember to share this video to as many people as are writing the Pearson test of English. Thank you for always tuning in. To my returning subscribers, I really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye guys.